What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to XJW Diaries. My name is Justin. So last night, Jerome comes in. He has a layover in Seattle. So I go pick him up and we go straight to Elle's house. And when we get there, she has made this fantastic dinner for us. And we're all hanging out. We had planned to shoot a video while we were there together, but we were vibing so well, we shot 3 videos in one night. So Jerome has one video that he's putting out on his channel. Elle's got a video that she's putting out on her channel. And this is the last one. This video is all about community. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. And I hope this inspires you to get active and to join in with other XJW communities, both online and especially in person. Because a lot of times when you leave this organization, that community aspect is the one thing that you're really, really missing out. So hopefully this video inspires you guys to build up a community in your own area. Online communities are great, but in person, it's just on another level. And just imagine, if we had a strong, tight-knit XJW group of friends in every single area. Wouldn't that create a much softer cushion for people that are leaving? Wouldn't that be nice when you're leaving this organization to just know that there's this XJW community, a group of friends right there in your area, ready and willing to accept you. They know what you've been through. They know what you're going through. They've been through it themselves, and they're there in person, ready to support you, ready to just hang out with you, because the Watchtower wants you to feel so isolated. If you dare leave their organization, they want you to feel isolated. That way you come crawling back. But if we come together, they've lost. They've lost. It makes it that much easier for people to leave. So with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And definitely big thanks to Elle for opening up your home, cooking us that great meal. Thanks to Jerome for making the trip out here. We made some great stuff together. So I can't wait to see you guys again and work with you guys more. We're here in Elle's living room. We have one video going on Jerome's channel. Jerome Benton. We got another video going on Elle's channel, Elle Reno. So make sure you check out both of these channels. If you've been here on my channel before, you've already seen these people. You've seen their great stories. But since we're all here together in the same living room with our little witch friend here.
Don't tell the elders.
Yeah, don't tell the... We want to do a little video just about the community aspect, because this is such an important thing. Especially for people that are just getting ready to leave. It's, as witnesses, we were so used to having that community aspect, to having the ability to just book a flight somewhere and go out there and not really know anybody. But as long as you go to the meeting that Sunday, guaranteed you're going to make new friends and you're going to have plenty to do for the rest of your trip. I mean, that, even though there's some strings attached, some fine print to that community. Namely, you got to believe what they believe. You got to follow along with everything. Otherwise, it all goes away. But just the fact that community is there can create such a stronghold for people that want to leave. So what has, as far as the XJW community goes, I know for myself, it's been a very big thing. It can really help out people who are trying to leave, because it shows them that there is this other community that's on the outside too. Mm-hmm. So how has this community aspect helped you out in your journey?
Before you go, let me get the mic for you. Like we're taking him home.
Oh. Hey, Jehovah.
Good job, Sister Rita. Good job. Yes, Jehovah.
I mean, Jesus. Okay, so, oh boy. So we were just talking about this on my channel, with me telling my story. Me telling my story was, I felt like I was gonna, I call it gag and go. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know. And I just posted the story. I'm like, I have to do this. You'll hear more about that. But after I did that, it opened up a whole world, because somebody saw that, that post that I made, my story. And then they said, hey, they reached out to me and they said, hey, could you make that public so I can share it? And then they shared it, and then this and this and this. And then it just kind of, it was just, I mean, the response was insane. And I had never felt so seen before because my story I had hid for, just a few decades.
Yeah.
Just a couple decades. And so when I finally came out and I told it, I just couldn't believe the response that I got from the ex-Jehovah's Witness community and just how much I was like taking in and loved. And so what that has turned into is now I have a ex-Jehovah's Witness healing group.
Nice.
And I started that group. It was my friend that was an ex-witness. I'm gonna like tell the story. Okay, so she is an ex-witness, and then she was like, "Hey, Al, are you still going to meetings, right?" And then she invited me into that group, and then she started coaching. I started coaching. We started coaching each other, and then she's like, "You know what? You've helped me so much. You should coach ex-Jehovah's Witnesses." And I'm like, "Really? You think I can? Is that what I should do?" So, and then telling my story, putting it out there, and then that group that she initially invited me into, she turned it over to me.
Wow.
And so it went from 16 to now I think it's like 850 or something like that. And then after that, I created a women's group. It's a paid women's group. We do group coaching and themes and book clubs and all kinds of stuff, just for ex-Jehovah's Witness women only. And so I have that, and to me, it shocked me because I have faded before. I never woke up.
Yeah.
Okay, I faded before, but it was really lonely, But when I told my story, I was shocked by the response. And now I have 2 women that are in my healing group, and one of them is in my other group, but I call them mom. I don't have a mom anymore. One of my moms she shuns me. So it's kind of like my mom's best friend. She shuns me. And then my mom she passed away because she refused a bloodless liver transfusion. Or, a transplant, sorry. And so now I have 2 women in my groups that I call mom. And I don't just call them mom. I call them. Actually call them hey, I'm going through this thing. Every coach needs a mama, okay?
One of them I'm actually following on Facebook, I believe. Glasses, short hair.
Eva.
Yeah, Eva, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Eva, the Earth Angel.
Yeah,
That's my mama. Yeah, I call her mama.
She's nice.
And then the other one her name is Judith, and she lives here in Washington. But that is how surprising it's been. And this is in 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years since I don't know. It's not been very long. I always get kind of confused because it really has been a whirlwind for me. Yeah. When I told my story, everything just sort of took off. And so community, I mean, the JWs ain't got nothing on this. No. And you can be who you want to be. Yes. You don't have to pretend to be anybody.
Yep.
You can just be you.
We were talking about that in the last video. Yep, exactly. I mean, the first video.
Yeah. How's the community been helpful for you? Leaving.
So have you finished? I don't want to interrupt you. Sure? Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this year was it last year? I think last year I officially joined the EXJW community, but this year I venture out and I made myself known. I mean, a lot of people know I have my own channel, but I also so this year when I say I make myself known, I booked tickets. Book trips, me and you met earlier. We met earlier about 6 months ago.
Summer.
Yeah, this summertime we met earlier. I met her with Awakened Truths, Kirby, Serenity, what's the name? Marcus Vaughn. I met so many people in the XJW community. And I realized every single one of them, including you guys, but every single one, every ex-witness I've met, I was able to be myself. Yeah. I haven't had that one bad experience with the ex-witnesses. I'm sure we were all perfect. We're gonna rub each other's toes one here and there. But the difference between the ex-JW community and the witnesses is that, like we've been saying, we could be our true selves. Once we left the cult, we could be our true selves. And I want to bring back an experience for Justin. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. Yeah, I'll say. But earlier this year when we met, this is something we couldn't do. We couldn't do as witnesses. But I was, smoking weed, right? And just for me to be able to smoke weed and had edibles, right? For me to get high with another ex-witness. If we did this back in the day, we'd both be in a back room, right?
Done
for, right? Mm-hmm. But I was happy that I was able to be myself and just live my life freely without looking over my shoulder. Is there an elder? Is there a witness who's gonna? I had no fear, and when you around your people, it's a good feeling, So I'm thankful for you too. Ellie, she made some dinner earlier today. The dinner was delicious. I have to keep saying that. Dinner was delicious. She invited us over, and we're having a great time, great conversation. And like I said, I haven't had not one bad experience as an ex-witness. Mm-hmm. Everyone I've ever met was so lovely, so kind, so friendly, and it's funny. Witnesses claim that they have true love, true agape love. I didn't feel true agape love until I left. And when I joined the ex-Jehovah's Witness community, that's for the first time in my life where I found true agape love. Yeah. I didn't find it inside the organization. I found it on the outside.
Same.
Because as we know, it's conditional fake love inside. It's not real. Yep. If you got to filter what you say, if you can't be your true authentic self, then it's not real. Mm-hmm. The friendship is not real. So like I said, nothing but good experiences, good memories with the ex-Jehovah's Witness community.
Yeah. That's really what it's all about, and we need to definitely do more things together, especially in person.
Yeah.
Having an online community is fantastic, is good, is needed, but we also need this meeting up in the 3D world.
Let me chime in real quick.
Yeah.
You just remind me. So, some of you may know, I'm going to host an ex-Jehovah's Witness meetup in Vegas next year, right?
I've heard about it.
Yes.
August.
And it's actually going to be during his birthday weekend. Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to be, it's going to be 2 on 1. We're going to be celebrating Justin's birthday, and we're going to have an ex-JW meetup in Vegas.
Awesome.
We could have never celebrated birthdays as witnesses, right? So now we get to do it
in Vegas.
In Vegas,
nice.
In 2025. I'll keep you guys updated with the dates. I'll keep you updated with dates, but it's going to be next August, 2025. Yeah. Sorry.
And we're doing more stuff like that. And I encourage all of you in your local areas. Meetup.com. You can use Reddit. You can use Facebook. Use whatever platform you want to use, but find some way. Guaranteed in your area, there are other ex-Jehovah's Witnesses out there. Yeah. And not only are there other ex-Jehovah's Witnesses out there, there's other ex-Jehovah's Witnesses out there who are feeling lonely and isolated. Some of them are just on the edge. You know, if you went through this waking up experience, what isolation and loneliness feels like. Some of you, depending on how traumatic your experience was, what it's like to be on that edge, where you're just ready to give up. And how much of a difference it can make to have a true, even just one true friend when you're going through that. And so this is what we can do. When we organize and create these meetups in person, now you can make these true, authentic friendships. You're making friends with people that they know what you've been through. They've been through it themselves. We all may not have the exact same experiences, but we know.
The struggle's the same.
Exactly. Yeah. And we know better than people. You can take somebody from the outside and they can watch all these videos. You can do everything you can to explain it to them, but unless you've been there, it's just you just don't know. Yeah. But these people here, I didn't even know them when I was a witness. But we know.
And when we first met up, it was you were coming into town, so we last summer, and then you said, "Hey, I have my friend. Can he come?" I'm like, "Yeah," and we just clicked. And here we are. It doesn't have to be just an online thing.
Yes.
It can be an in-person thing.
Yeah.
And the first time that I went to an XJW meetup, it was in Boston. And I met a bunch of other XJW.
I was on the phone with him the other day, actually.
A bunch of coaches.
Nice.
And some of those people are some of my really closest friends right now.
Nice.
Yeah, and they all came from that one meetup. So whatever you can do to save up, we've got 10 months or 11 months or right?
Yeah,
10
10
months.
yeah.
10
For
till
August.
August.
Yeah.
So if you figure, if you need to save your money,
Yeah.
$100 a month, $25 a week,
Mm-hmm.
save it because it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it
Exactly.
to have one of those in-person meetups.
Yeah.
And just to, sorry.
No, yeah. Go ahead.
But just to not necessarily let loose, but just to have a good time, be your true authentic self, be around. Oh man, it sounds like a witness talking about like-minded individuals, right? But just to be around people, your people who we all going through the same struggle. We all struggle with intrusive thoughts at times, and meetups like this, being around your people, it could really be rejuvenating for the soul. We all need it, even if it's like once or twice a year. The last time we saw each other was 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like on the way here, Justin was driving here. I said, Justin, oh shoot, that was 6 months ago. Right? But it really felt like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
We had such a good time.
It's just colder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But we had such a good time.
We had
right?
so much fun.
Yeah.
We had so much fun. And those videos are still up.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Yeah, I mean, you can see just the proof of the power of coming together, especially in person.
Yeah.
Look at look at what came out of that. This past summer, we did Elle's interview. What was that your first time?
I think it was my first,
telling your story in full.
Yeah.
I said,
now she has her own channel.
Yeah, I said, I want to do YouTube.
Yeah.
He's like, you can do YouTube. I'm
Yeah.
like, I really want to do it.
And now she's helping more people. We did the documentary.
Oh, that
Shout
was
out to
so
Jerome.
good.
It was Jerome who came up here, and he had the initial idea of doing he was going to do a follow-up interview actually.
Oh yeah.
That was just going to be about life after witnesses, right? And I thought about it and I said, well, man, we could do that, but this is a bigger thing.
Yeah, we can run with it.
And we were able to come together and find even more witnesses. And now that video is out there, and I don't know how many people I've heard from saying that has helped them out so much.
It turned out so good.
They had almost 30,000 views, bro. Almost.
That's just now.
Wow.
That's just now.
Wait till the new
It's
system.
so good.
I want to roll. Let me stop. But yeah.
He's always one in.
Yeah, it's important. You can just right there is the proof of the power of coming together. Not only for the friendship aspects and the community aspect, but also from the aspect of it makes our work stronger.
Yeah.
When it comes to helping people to get out, when they see that we're out here working together for a common cause, that's what a lot of people are missing when they leave the witnesses is that aspect where there's all these people coming together. They got the same focus.
Yeah.
It's still here, and not only is it still here, it's still here in the right way. We're not. We're fighting for the same thing in the right way. It's not the superficial way. It's not for some fairy tale. It's not to judge other people that aren't part of our group.
Yep.
Even when it comes to witnesses, I don't. Hey, you've seen. I don't know how many videos I've done where I've talked about how much I actually have more love for witnesses now than I did when, honestly, than I did when I was in.
Yeah.
So we're building a community that's based off of healthy principles. You have the power in your own communities to build up, local gatherings and stuff around your area. And again, you have no idea how powerful that will be, who that will help. People that are on the edge that are like, no, I can't do it. I can't leave. I can't be by myself out here. And right here, you open up the door. You're not by yourself. You're not. So, any other?
I was just going to say, for me, I was hardly ever on social media. Do you believe this? Okay. It was like hardly ever. And now I'm like...
Everywhere.
I get sick of seeing my own face, honestly. I really do. I'm like, not me again. But it is cool, though, to see, like, that's all it is. That's all you have to do. Put yourself in those groups. Make it... Comment, make it your daily practice to like check into whatever group that you want to be a part of. Make a comment, encourage somebody else, because when you encourage somebody else and you can help somebody else, it's like it does something for you. You know, and that's all it takes is consistency. Show up every single day and see where it goes.
And not only does it do something for you and the other person, it does something for the people that are watching. I don't know, and I can tell you, when I was waking up, I'm on the XJW Reddit page. That's one community that's out there for you guys. And, you know, my whole thought about apostates is these are the worst people in the world, right? And here I'm seeing all these people helping out one another. Here, I have no participation, you know, in that field at that point in time. I'm just looking at a third party, just a viewer.
And it's because they want to.
And
that's what I would say too. I would say too, if you need help, ask for it. Do you know how many people are out here that really want to help?
That's why my email's at the end of every single video. From the beginning, it was at the end of every single video, just because I want that door to be open for the people that need help or just need to talk. You know, sometimes you don't even have a question to ask. Sometimes you just need to be like, man, this is what's going on. You just want somebody who's been on that side to just be like, I know, and you'll get through it, and it will get better. And sometimes you just need to hear that from people that have been there before.
I have that too. I was gonna say I have that too on my website where you can like book a free. I call it a coffee chat. It's literally just to have coffee and chat, or I can coach or whatever, you know. But I wanted to have that as an offering because I want that to be available to anybody. Like you are not alone. You're not alone.
Exactly. You know what's funny? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
So when I first reached out to you, right? I reached out to you, speaking of which, because I saw your video. Right?
Oh, really?
It's over a year ago.
Okay.
I reached out to him. I saw his video. He's an ex-witness. He's well put. Articulate the whole nine. I said, you know what? Let me reach out to him. I want to tell him my story. A year and a half later, look where we are right now.
I did not know that.
He was Pimo back then.
He
had a hat on. He had a face mask.
So this is like I did not know that.
So the first video
so cool.
The first video we did, I was a Pimo.
Wow.
I had a mask on, hold on, because I was still the fellowship.
I gotta go back.
You gotta go. So, but just to go to show you, I'm living proof. You can watch somebody's video and you can have, you can relate to what this person is saying. Reach out to them, and a year and a half later, almost 2 years. Now I have my own platform, my own YouTube channel.
That is so awesome.
So
I did not know this.
Goes a long way.
So cool.
So what are some communities that you guys would recommend for people when they're looking, or ways that they can build communities for people out there that are feeling alone, or people out there that, I mean, when you leave, you just want some friends. So
how to build a community.
Or even just existing communities that people can.
So I have the one for me on Facebook that I have. It's called I Just Want to Heal and Move On, and that's a free group to, you have to be an ex-Jehovah's Witness and you have to be interested in healing. And then, it's a free group there on Facebook, and it's really good. Like, I've made a lot of guides inside there. I put some of my heart and soul and my best posts, I believe, in there, And then I also have my ex-Jehovah's Witness women's group. It's called The Best Half, because when I'm at the half of my life.
Nice.
And the best half is yet to come. It's actually happening now.
Exactly. This half.
It's happening now. And so, I have a group of about a dozen women, and we're very close. And, we do these group coaching calls, and I do daily posts, and they know that it's like, it's a little closer. It's a little something extra. And sometimes I'll do like, one-on-one calls with them and things like that. But they can always reach out to me. Those are the, they have questions. They know that they can, get help anytime. So I love that. And that's what, the Facebook communities, for Facebook, it's good for the community.
Another one too, the one you mentioned really good, by the way. But another one too, you mentioned earlier, Reddit. If you want to be more anonymous, because not everybody want to show their faces. People's out there who don't want to be known, right? So if you want to be more anonymous, I would say Reddit is a really good way to reach people, communicate with other ex-witnesses.
That's a great idea.
As you mentioned too, the Facebook JW community. But Facebook, your face is out there. So
but on my group, you don't have to. You can be anonymous when you make posts and stuff. And I made that for the witnesses, if you are a witness or you're interested in leaving or you're an ex-witness and you want to ask a question and you don't want everybody to know, only the admins can see that.
I love that.
You know? So, and there's tons of help. That's what I would say. Don't be shy. Because don't be afraid to ask for what you need, because you're going to have to start getting used to really speaking up for yourself. And people really want to help.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, and everything's negotiable too. Don't forget that, you know?
Mm-hmm. And also,
ask.
Exactly. So, I'm not trying to.
I'm just like, look.
Also, embrace the uncomfortable. It's awkward, it's uncomfortable. When you're ready to, or when you're contemplating on leaving an organization. You know, it's a brand new chapter. You're going to go into a whole different field. You have to meet a whole new set of people, have a whole new set of relationships, trust people over again, the whole nine, right? Mm-hmm. It's uncomfortable, it's awkward, you don't know what to expect, but embrace that. Because, you know, there's a saying, you don't grow in your comfort zone.
No.
As a witness,
I'm over here like, keep going.
It's so easy to be a witness. It's so easy. I said this before, all you have to do is go to your meetings, comment at the meetings, go on service. People will like you. Oh, you're spiritual. He's at the meeting, he's out in service. It's like, no. That's not the real world. The real world, people have to see you for who you are. Witnesses, they don't care about who you are as a person. As long as you appear to be spiritual, they care about you, right? So if you're on the fence about this religion, you're having doubts, and you're speculating as to if you should leave or not, just ask yourself this question. 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, do you want to be surrounded by people who like you for what you appear to be? Or you want people who's going to love you for who you are as a person? Because you can't find that in the organization. You will not find that at all. So I want to encourage people to think about the long term. We're not taught to think long term.
Not at all. It's very short term. And what I was going to say, if I could, is that it would be more uncomfortable for me to get to the end of my life and realize it was all fake.
Yep. Yeah. See?
That would be way more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Than to reach out and ask questions and make friends online. Because we're not here. I don't know. I don't know what they say. I mean, I do know what they say about apostasy, but I have the witch, so I don't know. But it's like, we're not scary. You know, we're not scary. No. We're like some of the best-hearted people you could ever meet.
Yep.
We just want to help people. That's why we do what we do.
Exactly. Yeah.
We want to help people to discover the truth, the real truth about the so-called truth. You know.
Yeah. So. Discover and recover. Yeah. That's definitely the thing for my channel. Discover and recover. That recovery is a huge aspect. And speaking of communities, I gotta shout out the Discord. I'll drop a link for it. I know there's several Discord groups out there for ex-witnesses, but I got on one of them. Great group. Shout out to Ruby Quinn. She does a
we love you.
She does a
political.
She does a weekly thing on using my JW recovery book. Nice. So I haven't because of the baby. I haven't had a chance myself to sit in on it, but I really appreciate her taking that book. That's what that book was for. That's why I made it. Was to help people out. So I'm really, really thankful that she has taken that book and created this kind of almost like a book club thing with it, where she's going through with other people and helping people to heal that way. And I got version 2 of the book coming out pretty soon. It's in the works right now. But shout out to her and shout out to that Discord group. Again, I'm going to drop the link in the description. But groups like that, and doing activities like that, that's how we grow. That's how we heal. That's how we recover. Yeah. There's only so much growth you can do on your own. I mean, you can, but at some point you're going to need some counseling. You need some other person to kind of talk it out with. And I'll tell you what, you can get so far by yourself. You can get a little bit further with a counselor, but I tell you, you can get way further when you have fellow ex-Jehovah's Witnesses around you who've been through what you've been through. They understand. We can talk about things in a way that you couldn't talk about with a counselor because they've never been in it.
Exactly.
And you and I, we're both coaches. So there's that other level of It's something else.
Oh,
like
yeah.
coaching ex-witnesses is something else.
Yeah, it's incredibly healing.
And it is so healing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much that I can even just put out online in videos and posts. And some people are like, oh my gosh, you've helped me so much. It was like, it was a post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much that can be done. But what I love to do is like when people have questions, I like to answer people's questions and almost put it as, you know, either a reply back to them or just in general, like, hey, I ran across this question the other day. You know, because people want to know.
Yeah. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's I think we covered much about everything. I don't know. Do you guys have anything else about?
The other thing I would just want to say about community is don't be afraid also to make friends with just totally, you know, no affiliation with Jehovah's Witnesses at all. Because it has to be a little bit balanced.
You're right.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely. Yeah.
Because like this is awesome, this is cool, this is healing, you guys feel like family. But then you need that other part. Because otherwise then now we're in this other community where we're just kind of hiding away.
Exactly, that's true.
And we need to be exposed to like all these other ones. So I'm a member of other communities, which I just think it's more balanced, you know? But at first, like, yes, definitely the Jehovah's Witness community, and then, you know, keep reaching out.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Remind you that there's life out there. There's life, there's other beliefs, there's other perspectives.
There's a whole world out there.
You know, you've been out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta let yourself get out there, you know. But sometimes getting to that point of making friends with people, and just being comfortable with yourself enough to make friends with people that are not witnesses, it is a little bit easier when you start first with people that you know they know. You know, it depends on the person too.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, don't keep yourself isolated out there. Please don't do that to yourself. It's not good for you. The Jehovah's Witnesses normalize that through their, formerly disfellowshipping, now removal.
Policy.
You know, and actually they having, you know, it's still there because if you leave the witnesses, the hard shunning is still there.
Yep.
So they've normalized it, and they made people think that that's just normal and okay to just leave people out there by themselves. But when it's you that's out there, you know, no, this is not right. It only takes a week or two to realize this is not right. So don't leave yourself there. Don't ever think that it's normal. This is coming from a very corrupt, very toxic organization. All it takes is a little bit of knowledge of human psychology, and you take a look at this organization, and it's clear how toxic it is.
Yep.
All right. So you don't have to go into their history. Just take human psychology, the way the human brain works. Then look at the Watchtower and look at how they treat people, and look at how they tell people to treat each other, and look at how they tell people to treat themselves. It's toxic. So do not take anything from there and you know, make it normalized for you. Being isolated is not normal. Go out there, you know, find the communities, XJW Reddit, Discord pages, Facebook pages. Meetup.com is another great source. You can use that yourself. You can make a brand new XJW meetup group. People that are in the area that are Jehovah's Witnesses can find it. You can organize events, you know, go bowling, you know, go-kart racing, you know, go to the art, whatever, you know, and you got some, you know, you got a foundation of some good friends there. So
you only need a few.
You only need a few.
You know, you only need a few good ones.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all you need. You don't need a congregation of fake ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we think, how are we going to replace the congregation?
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah. You're not going to place that.
It's all good.
And it's okay.
We're talking about quality over quantity.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. It was awesome. I mean, really just awesome. Going there, hanging out with some fellow ex-witnesses. I mean, hopefully you can just see from the video that we were just having a blast together. Time just flew by. So again, hopefully this inspires you to go out, find the ex-witnesses in your area. Make your own in-person community. Grow your community. And the more you grow your community, the more you make that soft landing place for new people that are getting out of the witnesses. Because now they have this local group that's right there, ready to accept them. They know what they've been through. You know, imagine if we had that in every single area. Wouldn't it make it 10 times easier to leave this organization. And of course, the online communities are also very important. And again, I will drop that Discord link in the description. And I know that there are many, many other XJW Discord groups and all sorts of forums and Facebook groups out there for people that are leaving. So we are not alone. Just remember that. We are not alone. The process of leaving the organization may feel isolating, but it's just an illusion. That's what the Watchtower wants you to feel. In reality, you are not alone. There are so many people leaving along with you. So many people that have left that are waiting on the outside, and just ready to help those people out that are leaving. So with that, I want to thank Elle, thank Jerome for that great time last night. And for those of you watching, I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Take it easy on yourself, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.